Okay then, so for this question, it's quite a tricky one, I feel, but essentially then we've got to find out how many runners are represented in this interval here. I'm just going to shade it, okay? So we've got that interval there. Now, we know that in total there's 140 runners, and we should know that the area of each of these bars, if we were to add them up, that's going to be proportional to the frequency. So you've got to be very careful there. It's the area is proportional to the frequency. We mustn't make the mistake of thinking that the area of the bar gives us the frequency. Okay? Now we know that we've got then 140 runners, so what I'm going to do is work out what fraction this area is of all of the area, okay, the total area, and once I know what fraction that is, all I've got to do is times it by the total number of runners, 140. So it'll be this fraction of the whole area times 140 will give us the number of runners represented in this shaded bar. Now, it's very difficult really to read the scales on here, and so what I've done is I've overlaid these dotted lines back to our frequency density scale, okay? And also where these bars start and finish, I've labeled those on, okay? So you can see we start at 59.5, this bar is at 60.5, and so on all the way down through here. So when it comes to working out the total area, we're just going to do something like this, okay? The total area then will be equal to the height of the first bar, you can see, is 6 times its width, which is 1 unit, going from 59.5 to 60.5. Second bar then is going to be 7 times a width of 1, and so on. We've got this bar, height of 2 times a width of 4, and you can check that calculation out, okay? And then if you work that out, what you get is that this comes to 70. So that means that when it comes to working out the number of runners in this region here, it's going to be, well, let's first of all just write an intro here. Number of runners is going to be this area, which is going to be 0.5 times 12, okay? 0.5 times 12, which, okay, is 6, divided by, compared with the total area, which was 70 units, and we want to know what fraction this is of the total number of runners, 140. And if you work this out, what you get is that it comes to 12. Alright?